Welcome back guys to another GTA video, and in today's one it is Thursday once again, and so that can only mean one thing: the weekly challenges. So let's jump in and have a look, see what it is this week. And it is a rather unusual one. We do need to create a job in the job creator. It's a bit of a new one for Rockstar to be trying out, but oh well, let's jump in. And the way that we do in fact get to the creator is in the options menu. If you jump into the online tab and head down to Rockstar Creator, we can jump into it from there. Once you're inside there, you do have the option of creating several different types of jobs. The easiest one, however, that I've found to make is the race. So we're going to go ahead and create a race and a land race. Now, if you've never used the creator before, you can jump in and do the tutorial. However, it's fairly straightforward creating a simple basic race. Once you click on the type of race that you've got a few options that you do need to go into, and they're highlighted there with these triangles, and it is namely basically naming your race, what type of race it is, and creating a couple of screenshots for your lobby area. Once you've inputted those first three areas that you do need to create, you do have further options in which you can change the maximum number of players, the race type, the route type, etc. So you can customize that to however you want it to appear when people first load in. The next area that you do need to be looking at is your placement of certain triggers, the start line and the checkpoints throughout the race. Now, the first thing that you are going to place is what they call is the trigger. Now, this is the area where when you first load into the game or into the match or whatever it is you're doing, this is the sort of lobby area, and it's where people are going to congregate before the race actually starts. So you're going to place a trigger point for that, and you do also need to take a photograph as the backdrop for that lobby area. Once that's done, you can head down and make a start on placing your checkpoints. Now, this first one here is the grid. So this is your starting point. Now, as you can see, the grid is in red at the moment. I have maxed out at 6 vehicles. Obviously, the more vehicles you have, the larger that area will be. Once you've placed your first checkpoint, which is the start line, you can then go ahead down the course and place in whatever checkpoints you want to place in. I've got the first one quite near to the first turn, which is down here. Basically, I'm just making a nice simple race, straight line down, straight line back. So one checkpoint on the way down, one checkpoint at the turning point here, and then I just go ahead and place a few more checkpoints on the drive back down. There's no real need to do that, but I just thought, what the hell, might as well get a few more checkpoints in on the road back down. And as again, you can see if it does highlight in red, you're not able to place a checkpoint at that point. It does need to be yellow before you can place the checkpoint. But here we are coming down very close to the start line. Now I'm going to put one checkpoint here, and then I'm going to bring it slightly past the start finish line as a turning point for the final checkpoint, as the start point will act as the finishing point as well. And there you can see that light blue line connecting all the checkpoints together. Once that's done, that is your basic race lap all done. You can then add in various different things. You can add in props, pickups, stunt jumps, and you can remove certain fixtures from the map itself. But once you're happy enough with that, and like I say, I'm just setting up this as a basic race, you do need to go down and then test the race. So let's jump on in and take a drive around the lap itself. Nothing too difficult with this at all. Like I say, this was only made purely to get that $100,000 and the weekly challenge ticked off. However, if you are interested in things like this, you can let your creative side run absolutely wild. We've seen some really good creations in the community series events. All of those jobs were created using the Rockstar Creator, and they are double money and RP this week also. So like I say, if it is something you are interested in, jump in. You can spend a lot of time inside the creator perfecting your ideal job, whether that be race, deathmatch or last team standing. But here we are coming round the final corner and up to the finishing line, and that is that one test completed final thing that you do need to do is go on to publish it. Once you've published it, you'll get the message here that your race, Flying Scott 35 race, is available on Rockstar Games. Once that comes up, you can then go ahead and exit it. Once we have exited it, you can see I've got the notification in the bottom left and we've got the 100,000 up in the top right there also. It does also mean that your job is now published on the Rockstar Social Club website, where it can be found along with others that have been published there as well and can be played by anyone in the community. So like I said earlier, if you're interested in this type of thing, jump into the Rockstar Creator and let those creative juices flow. At the very least, you'll get yourself 100,000 for creating a simple race. But that is it for me for today. If you did enjoy today's video, do leave a like, and if you are new here, why not consider subscribing. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.